Number 1. The Thumbs Up Trap. Alright, let's kick this off with a classic social landmine. Picture this. You're in a bustling bazaar in Isfahan, right? You just haggled for that perfect handmade galamkar tablecloth. Nice one you. Feeling chuffed, you give the vendor a big, friendly thumbs up. Because that means good job. Awesome. I appreciate you, right? That's universal. Wrong. So wrong it hurts. If you just did that in Iran, you, my friend, have just flashed the equivalent of the middle finger. Yes, that innocent little gesture, the one you use to affirm everything from a delicious meal to a great performance, is a deeply offensive, rude gesture here. It's called balagardan, literally up the neck, and trust me, it's not a compliment. This isn't like mixing up gracias and obrigado. This is like bringing a rubber chicken to a state dinner. So unless you're actively trying to start an international incident over a cup of chai, or perhaps express extreme displeasure with the price of pistachios, keep those digits firmly in your pockets. Hard fact alert. This cultural nuance, while seemingly small, highlights a crucial aspect of travel, the importance of understanding nonverbal communication. Studies show that up to 70 to 90% of communication is nonverbal, making seemingly innocuous gestures vastly different across cultures. In a 2023 survey of international travelers, 38% reported experiencing a cultural faux pas due to misinterpreting gestures. It's not just about language, it's about the silent signals. I once heard a story from a traveler, let's call her Sarah, from Manchester. She was volunteering at a youth center in Tehran back in late 2023. Excited to praise a group of kids for their brilliant artwork, she enthusiastically gave a double thumbs up. The kids, initially confused, then giggled nervously, and one older boy actually looked quite offended. Sarah felt a pit in her stomach. Later, her local host gently explained. Sarah spent the rest of her trip consciously keeping her thumbs tucked away, turning every good job into a verbal compliment or a polite nod. It was a small moment, but it taught her a huge lesson about humility and respect in a new land. So next time you're about to give that familiar sign of approval, remember Sarah. And hey, if you've ever had an embarrassing travel gesture mishap, spill the tea in the comments below. We've all been there. Number 2. Deserts and skiing. Now if you thought social customs were full of surprises, prepare yourselves, because the next fact will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about, well, deserts. Iran. Desert. Hot, right? Sand camels, probably some very disgruntled scorpions doing their best impersonation of a heat-seeking missile. You'd be mostly right, partly. The Lut Desert, Lut, located in southeastern Iran, is officially one of the hottest places on Earth. We're talking recorded temperatures pushing 70.7 degrees Celsius, 159.3 degrees Fahrenheit in the sun, according to NASA satellite data from 2005, conditions so extreme, it's like stepping onto the surface of the sun for a quick selfie. That's fry an egg on the pavement and melt your shoes hot. You want to feel a heat radiating from the earth like a dragon's breath? Lut Desert is your spot. But here's the mind-bending twist. Just a few hours away, you've got the majestic snow-capped peaks of the Alborz Mountains, home to legitimate, world-class ski resorts like Jahan and Tokal. Yeah, the same Iran. We're talking fresh powder, state-of-the-art chairlifts, and slopes that could genuinely rival some European spots. Tokal, for instance, boasts one of the highest ski resorts in the world, with its 7th station reaching over 3,850 meters, 12,631 feet, above sea level. This isn't just a handful of bunny slopes. These are serious, challenging runs that attract avid skiers from across the globe. So you can literally go from sandboarding down massive dunes in the morning, feeling the desert wind whip across your face, to shredding fresh powder on epic ski slopes in the afternoon, surrounded by breathtaking mountain vistas. Where else on this planet can you get that kind of geographical whiplash? It's like Mother Nature decided to throw a curveball just for the fun of it. The average snowfall in the Alborz region during winter 2024 to 2025 was reportedly excellent, extending the ski season well into early spring. Iran's diverse climate zones are truly a phenomenon. This incredible climatic diversity not only offers unique tourism opportunities but also presents agricultural advantages, allowing for the cultivation of diverse crops, from dates in the arid south to tea in the northern, more temperate Caspian regions. It's an economic lifeline, a natural wonder, and a travel influencer's dream all rolled into one. Think your country has diverse landscapes? Bet it can't pull that off. What's the wildest geographical contrast you've ever seen? Drop your stories below. Number 3. An empire that defined ancient. Now if you thought geography was full of surprises, wait till you hear about their history. It's so old, it makes ancient Rome look like a trendy new pop-up shop that just opened last Tuesday. When we talk ancient, a lot of places throw that word around like confetti at a particularly enthusiastic parade. But Iran? They practically invented it. This isn't just old, this is we were an empire when your ancestors were still figuring out fire, probably inventing the wheel, and definitely not thinking about central governance old. We're talking the Persian Empire, specifically the Achaemenid Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great around 550 BCE. At its peak, under rulers like Darius the Great and Xerxes I, it was so vast it stretched from parts of North Africa, including Egypt, to Greece in the west, and all the way to parts of India in the east. Historians estimate that the Achaemenid Empire controlled an astonishing 44% of the world's population at its height, making it arguably the largest empire the world had ever seen up to that point. We're talking Persepolis, a ceremonial capital built by Darius the Great beginning in 518 BCE. This wasn't just a kingdom, it was a global superpower, shaping art, architecture, administrative practices. Ever heard of a postal service? They pioneered it. And even human rights, Cyrus Cylinder anyone. For centuries. For context, while the Achaemenids were building monumental palaces at Persepolis, Rome was just a fledgling republic, still centuries away from its imperial glory. The Cyrus Cylinder, often cited as the first charter of human rights, was issued by Cyrus the Great in 539 BCE. It decrees the restoration of cults, the return of deported peoples to their homelands, and the rebuilding of temples, often interpreted as an early form of religious tolerance and respect for diverse populations within an empire. It's a remarkable artifact housed in the British Museum. The legacy of the Persian Empire continues to profoundly influence Iranian identity, culture, and national pride. Their contributions to philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and literature are foundational. It reminds us that civilizations rise and fall, but their intellectual and cultural footprints can last millennia, shaping the very way we live and think today. So next time someone says ancient history, just calmly drop Persian Empire and watch their jaw hit the floor. What's the oldest thing you've ever seen in person that just made you feel tiny in the face of history? Tell us below. Number 4. The plastic surgery capital of Asia. Alright, real talk. When you picture modern Iran, does Nose Job Central immediately spring to mind? Probably not. Your brain probably goes to ancient ruins, beautiful gardens, maybe intricate carpets. But prepare to have that preconception totally obliterated, because Tehran is unofficially, undeniably, the cosmetic surgery capital of Asia. Yep, you heard that right. While images of traditional attire and historical sites might dominate the Western media, there's a huge emphasis on beauty, self-expression, and for many, a very specific aesthetic ideal. And that often involves a little nip and tuck, particularly the rhinoplasty, the nose job. It's so prevalent that seeing someone with a bandaged nose is incredibly common. It's almost a fashion statement, a badge of honor. Some even continue to wear the surgical tape for weeks after the procedure as a status symbol. While precise numbers are hard to confirm due to privacy, various reports from medical professionals and local news outlets in 2024 estimate that Iran has one of the highest rates of rhinoplasty per capita globally, possibly even surpassing countries traditionally associated with plastic surgery. The reasons are complex, ranging from a strong cultural appreciation for facial symmetry to the affordability of procedures compared to Western nations, and a desire for self-improvement. This booming industry has led to a significant increase in medical tourism, with patients from neighboring countries, and even some from Europe and North America, traveling to Iran for procedures due to the high quality of surgeons and lower costs. However, it also raises discussions within Iranian society about beauty standards, individual expression, and the balance between tradition and modern trends. It's a fascinating, complex blend of deep-rooted culture and a very modern pursuit of aesthetics, showcasing the dynamic nature of Iranian society. So while you might be snapping photos of ancient mosaics in one part of the city, someone next to you might be subtly recovering from a rhinoplasty. Just another Tuesday in Tehran. It completely flips the script on what modern looks like in this part of the world, doesn't it? What's the most surprising modern trend you've noticed in an unexpected country? Share your thoughts below. Number 5. The guest is a gift from God hospitality. But beyond the glitz of modern procedures and the echoes of ancient empires, Iran also boasts a hospitality so profound, it'll make you feel like royalty, or at least a long-lost favorite relative who just won the lottery. In many cultures, hospitality means a warm greeting, maybe a cup of coffee if you're lucky. In Iran, it's not just an Olympic sport, it's a spiritual calling. There's a deeply ingrained saying, Mehman Navatsi, literally, the guest is a gift from God. And they don't just say it, they live and breathe it. Imagine this, you're strolling through a park in Shiraz, maybe looking at your map, looking a little lost, or just intrigued. Within minutes, a family approaches, smiles, and invites you to join their picnic. They'll insist you eat, share stories, practice their English with you, and wave away any attempts to contribute or pay. This isn't a transactional interaction, it's a genuine, heartfelt desire to connect and show generosity. I personally know so many travelers who have been spontaneously invited into homes for dinner, for tea, sometimes even for an overnight stay, all within minutes of meeting a stranger. This deep tradition of Mehman Navatsi is rooted in both ancient Persian culture, dating back to Zoroastrian principles of generosity, and Islamic teachings emphasizing kindness to travelers and strangers. It's not uncommon for Iranians to go out of their way to help a lost tourist, refuse payment for small favors, or offer gifts. This cultural trait consistently ranks as one of the most surprising and impactful experiences for foreign visitors in post-travel surveys. Despite complex geopolitical narratives, the individual warmth on the ground is often overwhelmingly positive. This level of hospitality often challenges preconceived notions that visitors might hold, fostering incredible cross-cultural understanding and breaking down barriers. For the traveler, it creates unforgettable memories and genuine connections that money can't buy. For Iran, it's their most powerful tool of diplomacy, person-to-person connection that reshapes global perceptions one warm cup of tea at a time. Just try to refuse a second or third helping of a delicious gourmet sabzi stew. It's a battle you'll likely lose. Happily. It's truly disarming. This wasn't something I fully grasped until I experienced it. For those of you who joined us for our Japan video, remember the meticulous politeness? This is that, but dialed up to 11 with an added layer of familial warmth. It's a profound human connection that transcends headlines. If you've ever experienced incredible hospitality that completely changed your perception of a place, share your story below. Number 6. The $1 Million Flying Carpets. Speaking of losing battles, try resisting the urge to buy every single intricate, mind-bogglingly beautiful Persian carpet you see. Because trust me, you'll want to. Forget your magic carpets from Aladdin. Iran's carpets are the real deal. These aren't just floor coverings, they're woven masterpieces, often taking years, sometimes decades, to create, passed down through generations, and telling stories with every single knot. Some of these aren't just expensive, they're multi-million-dollar works of art that have shattered auction records. The skill, the detail, the sheer time and dedication that goes into a truly fine Persian carpet is astonishing. Each knot is tied by hand, following ancient patterns and color schemes that are unique to specific regions like Tabriz, Kashan, Isfahan, or Kerman. A single square meter of a high-quality silk carpet can contain over 1 million knots, each meticulously placed. Think about that for a second. We're not talking about something churned out by a machine. This is pure, unadulterated artistry and generations of inherited skill. The most expensive Persian carpet ever sold at auction was a 17th-century Kerman vase carpet, which fetched an astounding $33.7 million at Sotheby's in New York in 2013. This wasn't just a carpet, it was a testament to the unparalleled craftsmanship and historical significance of Persian weaving. Even in 2025, the market for antique and high-quality new Persian carpets remains robust, with certain pieces considered investment-grade assets. The carpet industry in Iran is not just about luxury goods, it's a vital part of the economy and a cornerstone of cultural identity, supporting countless families involved in wool production, natural dyeing, weaving, and trade. It represents a living art form that continues to adapt while maintaining its ancient traditions. It's also a stark reminder of the incredible value of human skill and artistic dedication in an increasingly automated world. They're so valuable, you might even call them flying carpets, because they'll make your wallet fly away faster than you can say hand-knotted silk. But seriously, seeing one of these being made is like watching history unfold. It makes you realize how much love, effort, and soul can be poured into something that on the surface is just a rug. Has a piece of art or craftsmanship ever just blown you away with its detail? Let us know in the comments. Number 7. Saffron, more precious than gold. Now, if you thought their carpet game was strong, wait till you see what they put in their food. Get ready to have your taste buds embark on an adventure. You know saffron, right? That fancy, expensive spice that makes your paella look pretty and gives it that distinct, subtle flavor? In Iran, saffron isn't just a spice, it's a way of life, an obsession, and they are the world's undisputed largest producer. We're talking over 90% of the global supply originates from Iran. This stuff is so valuable, it's often called red gold. Why? Because it's harvested from the delicate stigmas of the saffron crocus flower. And when I say delicate, I mean delicate. It takes around 150,000 to 200,000 flowers to produce just 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds, of dried saffron threads. Each flower yields only 3 tiny stigmas, and they must be handpicked during a brief flowering period, typically in late October and early November. The labor is incredibly intensive, which accounts for its staggering price, often more expensive than gold by weight. As of mid-2025, top-grade Iranian saffron can command prices upwards of $2,000 to $10,000 per kilogram on the international market, depending on quality and purity. Its value isn't just in its rarity, it's prized for its unique flavor, vibrant color, and even its medicinal properties as an antioxidant and mood enhancer. The saffron industry is a vital economic pillar for many rural communities in provinces like Khorasan, providing a primary source of income and employment for thousands of farmers and their families. It's also fiercely protected against counterfeiting, as adulterated saffron can flood the market, harming both consumers and legitimate producers. So when you're eating the delicious golden sholazard, saffron rice pudding, or a beautiful cello kebab, rice with kebab, with that distinct aromatic rice, you're literally tasting threads of culinary luxury. And trust me, once you taste real Persian saffron, you'll wonder why you ever settled for anything less. It's an experience that tells a story of ancient traditions, meticulous labor, and a country's incredible dedication to flavor. What's the one ingredient you can't live without in your kitchen? Let us know your culinary obsessions below. Number 8. Geometry, poetry, and glazed tiles. Now, if you thought their spice game was strong, wait till you see their architecture. It's so stunning, it makes your jaw drop and your camera roll fill up faster than you can say, Isfahan is mind-blowing. Forget boring brick boxes. Iranian architecture is a symphony of geometry, color, and poetry. We're talking intricate geometric patterns, grand domes, soaring minarets, and vibrant glazed tiles that practically sing with history and light. From the otherworldly, almost surreal beauty of the Nasir al-Mulk Mosque in Shiraz, affectionately known as the Pink Mosque, where morning light streams through stained glass windows, transforming the interior into a kaleidoscopic dreamscape of ever-shifting colors and reflections, to the sheer grandeur of Naqsh-e Jahan Square in Isfahan, one of the largest city squares in the world and UNESCO World Heritage Site. Iran's buildings aren't just structures, they're monumental works of art, designed to uplift, inspire, and reflect a profound understanding of mathematics and aesthetics. The square itself is flanked by architectural masterpieces, the Shah Mosque, the Ali Kapur Palace, and the Sheikh Lut Mosque, each a unique gem of Islamic architecture. Naqsh-e Jahan Square, completed in the early 17th century under Shah Abbas I, measures approximately 560 meters, 1,840 feet, long and 160 meters, 520 feet wide, making it one of the largest and most impressive public squares globally. The precision of the tilework, particularly the complex muqarnas, stalactite vaulting, and haft-rengi 7-color tiles, is a testament to the advanced mathematical and artistic knowledge of the Safavid-era architects. Recent restoration efforts, ongoing in 2025, continue to preserve these invaluable sites for future generations. These architectural marvels are not just tourist attractions, they are active places of worship, community gathering points, and bustling bazaars, vital to the social and spiritual fabric of Iranian cities. They serve as a powerful testament to Iran's rich cultural heritage and its enduring contributions to global art and design, attracting scholars and enthusiasts worldwide and providing a crucial revenue stream from tourism. Seriously, your phone storage will curse you. It's almost impossible to capture the true scale and beauty in a photograph. You have to be there. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. Have you ever seen a building that just completely took your breath away? Share your architectural crushes in the comments. Number 9. Ancient air conditioning and refrigerators. And speaking of inspiration, let's talk about the incredible resilience and sheer ingenuity of a people who perfected refrigeration. Before refrigerators were even a twinkle in anyone's eye. Before ice machines, before Freon, before your trusty modern fridge was even a distant thought, the ancient Persians had already cracked the code on keeping cool and preserving food in scorching desert climates. How? With yakhshuls and wind catchers. Yakhshuls were ingenious, dome-shaped structures, often with massive underground storage pits, designed to create and store ice even during the blazing summer heat. They do this by letting water freeze at night in shallow basins, then storing the ice in these insulated structures. The thick, conical walls, often reaching up to 60 meters high, along with a unique shape, trapped cold air and efficiently dissipated heat. These engineering marvels, some dating back over 2,000 years, are still standing today. Imagine having perfectly preserved ice for your drinks in the middle of a desert summer, centuries before anyone else even dreamed of it. Many yakhshuls were built using a special mortar called saruj, a mixture of clay, sand, ash and lime, which was remarkably resistant to heat transfer, acting as a highly effective insulator. Some yakhshuls could store ice for an entire year. The largest remaining yakhshul in Kerman, for example, is estimated to have stored thousands of cubic meters of ice. And then there are wind catchers, or badgers, traditional architectural elements that act like natural air conditioning, often seen in cities like Yazd. These tall, multi-directional towers capture even the slightest breeze, funneling cool air down into buildings, while simultaneously drawing hot air up and out. They were basically going green before green was a color, let alone a global environmental movement. This wasn't just clever, it was sustainable, efficient, and perfectly adapted to their environment. These ancient technologies offer valuable lessons for modern sustainable architecture and passive cooling strategies, especially in an era of climate change and energy conservation. Iranian architects and engineers today are re-examining these traditional methods to integrate them into contemporary designs, proving that sometimes, the oldest solutions are still the smartest. It's a testament to human ingenuity when faced with environmental challenges. It's like they had an alien architect whispering secrets into their ears, isn't it? What ancient technology do you think we should revive today? Let me know your brilliant or bizarre ideas. Number 10. The warmest people you'll ever meet. And finally, for our 10th fact, let's shatter the biggest misconception of all, about the people themselves. Okay, if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Despite what you might hear or see in the news, despite the geopolitical complexities, the people of Iran are overwhelmingly warm, welcoming, genuinely curious about visitors, and possess a profound sense of dignity. You won't find a more hospitable nation. I remember a moment from my trip in early 2025. I was navigating the labyrinthine alleys of the Grand Bazaar in Tehran, completely lost and probably looking it. A young woman, seeing my struggle, didn't just point. She walked with me for 15 minutes, out of her way, just to ensure I found the exact spice shop I was looking for. She spoke perfect English, shared stories of her family, and by the time we parted ways, I felt like I'd made a true friend. This wasn't a one-off, it was every single day. Numerous independent travel blogs, reputable travel agencies, and anecdotal reports consistently highlight Iranian hospitality as a top positive experience for visitors. Organizations like the UNWTO have noted the significant potential of Iran's tourism sector, heavily reliant on the positive interactions visitors have with its people. Despite external political narratives, the Iranian populace largely maintains a distinction between foreign governments and individual visitors, extending a genuine welcome to those who come with an open mind and respect. This profound human connection is the most powerful soft diplomacy tool Iran possesses. It directly counters negative stereotypes, fosters genuine cross-cultural understanding, and leaves travelers deeply moved, often changing their entire perspective on the region. It's a reminder that beneath all the noise, humanity truly connects on the simplest, most profound level: shared smiles, conversations, and acts of kindness. This experience often leaves travelers returning home not just with souvenirs, but with transformed worldviews. They distinguish between governments and individuals, and as a tourist, you're treated with immense respect and kindness. Strangers will offer directions, invite you for tea, share stories, and genuinely make you feel like you're part of their family. It's an experience that leaves an indelible mark. So there you have it, 10 facts that barely scratch the surface of a country that is, quite frankly, a living, breathing paradox. Iran is ancient and modern, desert and mountain, strict and surprisingly expressive. It's a land of contrasts that will challenge your perceptions, steal your heart, and leave you utterly enchanted. From the baffling thumbs up to the mind-blowing hospitality, this isn't just a destination, it's an education. If you're looking for a travel experience that's truly off the beaten path, rich in history, overflowing with culture, and filled with the most genuinely kind people you'll ever encounter, then Iran needs to be at the top of your 2025 to 2026 bucket list. Seriously, stop scrolling through those predictable beach destinations and start planning this adventure. Have you ever been to Iran? Or did any of these facts totally blow your mind? Did you know about the thumbs up? Let me know in the comments below. Your stories and insights are what make this community awesome. And if you want more deep dives into incredible, often misunderstood destinations, like our upcoming special on Vietnam, then you know the drill. Hit that like button with the force of 1,000 ancient empires, subscribe for more audacious adventures, and absolutely smash that bell notification so you don't miss our next wild ride. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep an open mind. Peace out.